Return to the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel. Melchiah's soul has endowed you with the means to gain entry. Beware, however. This hollow derelict is abandoned, but not uninhabited.
The world of video games is rich with storytelling, often blurring the lines between interactive entertainment and cinematic experience. One franchise that has excelled in this regard is the Legacy of Kain series, particularly the Soul Reaver titles. With the release of the remasters of Soul Reaver 1 and 2, players are once again buzzing with excitement. However, as modern gaming trends often lead towards fast-paced action and immediate gratification, many might be tempted to skip cutscenes. Here's why you should resist that urge and fully immerse yourself in the cutscenes of Soul Reaver.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable! Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker.
At its core, Soul Reaver is not just a game. It's a sprawling narrative steeped in mythos, character development, and philosophical exploration. The story follows Raziel, a tragic anti-hero whose journey through the corrupted world of Nosgoth is laden with rich lore and complex themes of redemption, betrayal, and the nature of existence. The cutscenes are pivotal in conveying the depth of this narrative, setting the stage for Raziel's motivations and the stakes of his journey. By skipping these scenes, players miss out on crucial story elements that elevate the game beyond mere gameplay.
Scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
The characters in Soul Reaver are multifaceted and intricately designed, each with their own motivations, histories, and conflicts. The cutscenes provide essential context for understanding the characters, particularly Raziel and Kain, the titular legacy of the franchise. These moments of dialogue and interaction enrich players' emotional connection to the characters. Skipping cutscenes can diminish this connection, reducing complex figures to mere gameplay mechanics rather than fully realized personalities.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
One of the most exciting aspects of the remaster is the updated graphics and visual fidelity. The cutscenes, in particular, offer an opportunity to experience the artistry of the game in a new light. Enhanced visuals allow for a more immersive experience, showcasing the beautifully rendered environments and character models. These cinematic moments are designed to draw players into the world of Nosgoth, and appreciating them in their full glory is essential for a comprehensive understanding of the game's aesthetic. Soul Reaver is renowned for its thematic depth, tackling complex philosophical questions about power, morality, and the consequences of one's actions. The cutscenes serve as a platform for these themes, presenting thought-provoking dialogues and scenarios that encourage players to reflect on the nature of good and evil. By engaging with these moments, players can appreciate the philosophical underpinnings of the game, which might otherwise be lost in the rush to reach the next action sequence.
It's tiresome, Kain.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand. Our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream.
For longtime fans of the series, the remasters offer a chance to relive cherished memories. The cutscenes are a significant part of that nostalgia, invoking the emotional highs and lows experienced during the original gameplay. Skipping them would not only deprive new players of context, but would also rob veterans of the emotional resonance tied to their favorite moments. Engaging with these scenes can reignite fond memories and provide a deeper appreciation for the evolution of the series.
I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
In an age of instant gratification, taking the time to watch cutscenes can significantly enhance the overall gaming experience. These moments build anticipation for upcoming events and battles, creating a more engaging and immersive experience. When players invest in the story, they are more likely to feel the weight of their actions and the consequences of their choices, leading to a more meaningful gameplay experience.
But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver is known for its memorable dialogue and iconic moments that resonate long after the game is over. By bypassing cutscenes, players risk missing out on some of the most impactful lines and scenes that have become emblematic of the franchise. The interplay between Raziel and Kain, filled with philosophical musings and existential dread, provides much of the game's depth. These moments not only contribute to the narrative, but also enrich the gaming experience, leaving a lasting impression that players cherish.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
And so you do, Raziel.
What's happening?
Lastly, experience the cutscenes is integral to achieving a sense of completion within the game. Soul Reaver is designed as a cohesive narrative experience, and skipping cutscenes can lead to a disjointed understanding of the story. By immersing yourself fully, you not only appreciate the game's intricate design, but also gain a holistic view of Raziel's world and the overarching themes of sacrifice, vengeance, and redemption that permeate the narrative.
While you were destined to be its savior, but the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours.
This is madness!
Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude.
I can't.
You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures. Poor William.
What is this?
As the remastered versions of Soul Reaver 1 and 2 are finally here, players are reminded of the importance of narrative, character development, and artistic presentation within the gaming world. Skipping cutscenes may seem like a tempting shortcut, but doing so can rob players of the rich experiences that define Soul Reaver. Embrace the story, immerse yourself in the characters, and enjoy the beautifully crafted world that awaits. After all, true gaming is about the journey, and the cutscenes are integral to that adventure. Don't just play, experience Soul Reaver in its entirety.
I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kain, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
And continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth and the will to see it.